So Lafayette, they are going up against a big guy, Will Coletti, who's been very good at the face-off X. Is there a way that Lafayette can find a way to work around that in the event that Coletti has another big day at the face-off X?
Well, I think they have to make it a 3-on-3 matchup. Will Coletti, one of the best face-off men in college lacrosse. I think he's an ascending star, but you have to make it a 3-on-3, counter him a little bit. Right here you're seeing Evan Prince start at the face-off X for Lafayette. We'll see what he can do tonight.
We understand that weather is a bit of a factor. There's a winter storm on the way, but right now it is raining as the opening face-off temperature is 41 degrees. And here comes Gravener for Army, who comes back on the far side as the Black Knights will get right to work immediately as Army, again, looking to just continue things after many. Goal comes at 2:56, and Lafayette has made it clear that they're here to fight. Coletti tries to find the draw, but he can't. And that's an important win after getting the early lead for the Leopards. They are now in clear control. We know it's still early, but this will help them psychologically come to a place that's been a tough.
And opportunities like that are such a backbreaker.
So Fellows picks up his 7th goal of the season, and Army gets it in a face-off win to see if they can get the Tanks out of the ditch in the early going. It is Gravener.
For Morin to step in the gap, get his hands free, and bury it.
So Army picks up the face-off. Here comes Coletti on the far side as it's shifted back. That's Coletti's first appearance of the evening. Gravener taking a couple of the initial face-offs for Army, so now we see him.
And Johnson gets a step, takes advantage of it, and puts Army up 3-1.
Paul Johnson picks up his 8th of the season. You can see the people with the cameras. We appreciate they've shown up for work tonight. The rain still coming down here at Mikey Stadium. So let's see what Army is like now that they've got a 2-goal lead for the first time this evening. Face-off in a low-scoring game in the rain where Army has not been sharp.
And that's an effort play by Lafayette. You set the pick, you fall down, but it's because you got up so fast and moved on to the next play that you were able to get that scoring opportunity.
The opportunities presented to him in the early going. Knox Dent, he hasn't played poorly. He has not had as much support downfield as he had hoped that he would have in this one.
And live by the sword, die by the sword in terms of how you're going to play defense. Army, a team that doesn't like to slide too much, but when they do, sometimes you might have a...
His 2nd of the night, has taken 6 shots, 4 have been on cage, and an important face-off coming up here. As trying to kick it forward to Black Knights, but Lafayette come up with it. But it pops out again, and it's backed up. They'll say they planned it, and I'm not going to buy it, as the Leopards work it back again on their side. High it came, but not low enough for the big stick. He gets his first of the evening, his 14th of the season, somebody that the Leopards absolutely need in order to be successful, as the Leopards try to control the draw again, and now they get a chance to take the lead just shy of halftime. But it's given away as that ball looks like it's been greased up like that on one of its better nights, is still in front as we approach the half, and able to get a big face-off win at the end of the half is Coletti. Can Army get one final one? We'll find
something they've done because they've been so dominant facing off and in other possession categories.
So begin with the second half as Army controls the draw. We point out what Alex said about 50-50 possessions. Draw control over to Plunkett, who made a huge shot there.
And right there, there's no 2-slide from the Leopard defense. Once the slide man goes to help for Lafayette, there needs to be someone there to replace him because he just left the crease open and Plunkett took advantage of it.
So somebody for Army. It is 6-5. So Duncan picks up his 7th of the season as the Leopards come back with it far side. And a big hit on the sideline as there's now some juice on this field as Army is back to full strength, so it was a releasable penalty.
There.
Irish picks up his 5th goal of the season. It comes at 6:39. And after Army was up by 2, not only have they allowed Lafayette to tie the game, but an illegal procedure off the face-off gives the Leopards an opportunity. So I know Army got the last goal, but do they really have momentum here?
Well, I think it starts here with this possession. Can they win the face-off and have a quality offensive possession and get a good look so they can regain that momentum? Because clearly, I think Lafayette's really starting to flip it in their favor.
A holding call against Lafayette. Army catches a break. turnovers, 15-12. Lafayette's committed 15. Of those 15, Army has caused 8. Of the 12 Army turnovers, Lafayette's only caused 4 of them. So each team has committed more than its share of unforced errors here. The elements, I'm sure, is part of it. 3 goals. He's taken 7 shots. 5 have been on target. Plunkett has a goal and 2 assists. The only Black Knight who has 3 points today. For Lafayette, as Army wins another faceoff. However, if this was the women's game, they checked the pocket. That pocket might have been a little bit deeper than people expected, but nobody's complaining about it at the moment.
And Carter Cecil, the junior from Rumson, New Jersey, Del Barton School, one of the best lacrosse programs in New Jersey. More of an extra man specialist. Actions. They did a nice job going blow for blow with them at times, but right here in the fourth quarter, down by 2, really got to dominate.
Face-offs have been a big surprise, but this time, Coletti able to take it for Army. He's not coming off the field. Fire scores! He's done it all by himself. Tremendous individual effort by Will Coletti, and Army has a breakthrough goal to back up by 3.
And not all face-offs are created equal. And Will Coletti going right down Broadway, putting Army up 3. Right here, he's going to go with the rake move and get the ball out. Picks up a tough ground ball and the stick protection and the fake to a star in college lacrosse at the Faceoff X. He reminds me of a young Joe Nardella, the All-American from Rutgers, all-world player with Team USA and the Whipsnakes of the PLL. Coletti, bright future ahead.
Is it me? Also has an assist tonight. A big face-off here. Lafayette able to win. Can they stop the bleeding? Coletti hangs out of his hand. Great save made by Dent as trying to carry it all the way through. Off the big face-off win was Prince. Prince trying to replicate Coletti, and Coletti dragging onto him like he's kicking and screaming like a little child. For the game are 13-9 in favor of Army. Will Coletti hasn't taken all of them. Steve Graber took a few to start, but Coletti's only 11 out of 19. Has not been as dominant. And the whistle blows. No illegal procedure, but still a bit of a mess. And it's picked out again as Prince continues to do just enough to keep his team when it's shouting. That was a heavy hit, but not enough to draw the flag. O'Connor, his 3rd of the game, as Army back up by 5 with 9 minutes remaining. An illegal procedure off the draw. And finally picking, wait a second, they're going to say it was against Army. They're going to pick up the last 8. It feels like all 6 guys in the finishing quarter are all 6 guys as a unit. There's no first option like you hear in basketball. There's no 6th option. It's 6 guys running as a unit.
And that's really, I think, the key to their offensive success so far.
CBS Sports Network will carry the Patriot League Women's Basketball title game. BU hosts Holy Cross on Sunday at noon. The winner will advance to the NCAA tournament. Holy Cross just denied BU an undefeated regular season in the league. BU will try to make the most of its home court advantage. Patriot League Women's Basketball title game Sunday at noon on CBS Sports Network. It's Army will continue to work hard, trying to get some good work habits at the end of this. Knox Dent's day is done. As I look down on the far side to see who is now in net for Army, I think it is Matt Chess, who is in net now. This is his 4th appearance of the season, so Dent, his job is done. And he had to be good when Army was trying to find itself for the first 3 quarters.
And he was